So hey everybody, and welcome back to my Rebel channel. I am currently working on Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 recap, so that will be dropping really soon. And while I was working on that, I got the news that Married to Medicine season 9 reunion looks are in. Now, based on bravo.com, we learned that the theme this year is 1970s Las Vegas. So typically when we think of the 70s theme and aesthetic, we're looking at bell-bottom pants, jumpsuits, afros, standout hair, your golds, your silvers, your blacks, your chevron prints, disco, feathers, and so many more aesthetics that fit that 1970s feel. And then we can't forget that Vegas showgirl feel, because that is in the title. We definitely seen Drew do that on Atlanta. I just want to point out that the 70s feel has definitely been done in some shape or form and mixed in with a little bit of modern. And I just want to point out, you know, this is season 9's reunion, so I want to see extravagance because the women has definitely had 9 years to get this right. And I also want to say that when you're looking at like themes and who to pull from like the 1970s, we always have people like Diana Ross, Cher, Donna Summers, just to name a couple, to basically go off of and get your inspiration. And I also bring that up because I did see Dr. Heavenly basically mention on her YouTube channel.
They didn't give y'all a color scheme? Because
no, they just gave, I mean, they gave us a mood board, and I gave it to the lady that made the dress, and I didn't even look at it no more. Now, you know how I do.
So when I think of mood boards, I think of color schemes. I think of showing pictures of people and the time frame and how everything looked from parties and etc. So it really shouldn't be that much of a hit or miss when you're talking about color schemes to go with that time frame, because they did get a mood board. And also I want to point out that the pictures, when they first came out, I was like, what do they have on? And when I went to the women's social media, I realized it's not the problem with what they're wearing. Bravo, you did it again. You didn't do the photos justice like you guys did this with Atlanta. I'm gonna need y'all to get some really good photographers, because that harsh edit did not do the women justice. So because of that, I decided to scale back on my background. I chose to go for more of a neutral, you know, simple tone, not too much going on, so that the contrast can kind of bounce off a little bit, because the pictures are harsh. But because they look like that, I decided to go to the women's social media with hopes that they posted their own pictures so I can bring a great review to you guys. Also remember that for these fashion reviews, they are based solely on fashion as well as the women's personalities. I do bring that in because I understand everybody's personality is gonna be different. So you're gonna dress a certain way, but I do not take into context how I may feel about how someone may have acted during the season. So let's not waste any more time and let's get into the looks. Now, her dress is by Zuhair Murad, jewelry is by David German, shoes are by Tom Ford, hairstyling is by Jessica King, makeup is by Armando Cole, and styling is by Sine Wade, Cedric Wade, and Craig Janifer. Hopefully I am saying their names correctly, but when I look at Dr. Jackie, I know what many of you were thinking. Where's the 1970s Vegas feel vibe? Like, where is that? But actually the cape dress was actually popular at that time, so she is actually kind of on theme. I do love the satin material. I am a sucker when it comes to satin, and I think this looks really good on her, and it definitely fits her personality, because we all know she is that cool, elegant, modest type of person that likes to keep her clothing in that same direction. The dress is really nice. Her face is top tier. Her makeup looks really good. My critiques will possibly go towards the fitting. Maybe it's the angles, but the dress almost looked like it's a little bit too big for Jackie's frame. That's something that's minor, but I feel like tailoring would have definitely made this look different. And while I do like her hair, I honestly think, what would her hair had looked like had she chose a different hairstyle? Like, imagine her in a soft sort of brushed out curl. I think that would have definitely done justice, especially with her face shape, like that Donna Summer type of curls. I would have loved to seen that on Jackie because that definitely fits that time period. And I think that would have definitely elevated the look a little more. Her shoes do look really nice. And overall, I think she does look good. I would have just loved to seen her come out more. Give me a little more Vegas with it or something like that. It was very safe compared to some of the other looks that we see. She's wearing Naeem Can. Earrings are by Gucci. Shoes are by Aquazzara. Hairstyling is by Stephanie Harris. Makeup is by Christopher Michael. And fashion consulting is by Marvell Williams. Now, Dr. Simone's stylist, Marvell, did really good choosing this look for her. I definitely feel like it fits that theme perfectly while still staying true to who she is, especially when you look at this fringe dress that goes with that 70 time frame. Her jewelry, it doesn't do too much, so that's a plus because the dress is definitely a statement. The makeup looks really good here. Her shoes are cool. I probably would have gone with a different type of shoe only because the dress does a lot and she doesn't need the little beading at the bottom, but I don't mind it at all either. That's pretty much all I have to say for Dr. Simone. I think she did really well to say that she's not known as like a fashion girl, so her stylist did well. She's wearing Brides by Nona. Jewelry is by Taylor. Shoes are by Stuart Witzman. Hairstyling is by Theo Barrett. Makeup is by Letitia Chauncey. And styling is by Leah Taylor. Leah Taylor did good. We've definitely seen Heavenly's style evolve on the reunion the past couple of years. Heavenly looks good. She has the one shoulder number with the exaggerated sleeve. The gold definitely fits that time frame. I do like the detail in her dress, and I think the dress fits Heavenly like a glove. It definitely gives a reunion look, but I would have definitely wanted to see a little more from her. I don't know, when you're gonna see some of the other looks that's coming up, you're gonna understand why I say I wish I would have seen something like a little more. I do like her makeup. Her makeup looks really good, and the hair, the ponytail definitely looks good with the little part in the middle and the hair down with the curls. That also does fit that time frame. And I like her jewelry with the red nails and everything. Heavenly did good. Her dress is by Sergio Hudson. Earrings are by Chanel. Shoes are by Aquazzara. Hairstyling is by Janelle Smith. Makeup is by Daria Latham. And the ring and styling is by Marty. Contessa is giving me Little Kim meets the 1970s. She has pieces that are very unique and they can actually be really cool, but only if they were done separately or paired correctly. So like, for example, the dress, the puffy sleeve with the belt definitely fits that time frame. Had she executed that, I think this look would have been way better. I just think the cuts in the center of the dress are either way too low or they're not pulled tight enough to hug her body and fit her frame. We all know Contessa workout. We all know that her body looks really good. So had that been executed right with that belt, this would have been perfect. Also, I probably would have changed, if it was me personally, I would have changed the bottom of the outfit. It didn't need to be a dress. I felt like Contessa should have gave us a jumpsuit. Bring in that jumpsuit that fits that time frame and keep the shoe. That would have definitely worked. Or if they didn't want to go that route and still keep a jumpsuit, give me the fringe, the sheer, the silver. Give me Cher jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying? That would have definitely looked really good on Contessa. As far as her hair, I think she was trying to channel that inner Little Kim. And I say Little Kim because if you remember the look she gave us in the early 2000s, she had the zipper-like hair thing. That is basically what this hairstyle is. The only difference is it's a new approach with the brooch attached to it. I actually like the ponytail, but I do not like the bang. The bang is too thick. If you look closely, it has this weird cut. Remove the bang, keep the ponytail. So imagine that jumpsuit with that ponytail, still with the brooch. That would have added something different. It would have brought the uniqueness. And I think Contessa would have looked 10 times better had she done that. When I look at her makeup, from what I can tell, it's okay. I think out of all the makeups that I've seen for the night, she may have had the worst. I'm not sure, but the makeup is okay. That's all I can say when it comes to Contessa. Hopefully I am saying their name right. Yosef Al Jasmine. Jewelry is by Isabel Morant. Shoes are by Aquazzara. Hairstyling is by Jessica King. Makeup is by Alexander Palacio. Styling is by Jeremy Haynes. Quad is giving me Las Vegas and the 1970s wrapped all into the modern feels, and it works. I also think the matte makeup looks really good. The hair is cute. My only critique when it comes to the hair, I feel like we've seen her in this. So I feel like when you say 70s and you're giving me showgirl, I want to see you do something different. Like imagine her with the updo Diana Ross type of look. Remember that look there? I think that would have been great for this look. I don't mind the hair though. Then when I look at the dress, I like it. I just do not care. And I've said this on a couple of other reviews that I've done. The mesh in the center. If you're going to do the mesh, make it match a little bit more. That is my only critique when I look at it. But I do love the silver and how she actually mixed it in with the gold bracelet. That is very hard to do as well because you know you always can't pull silver and gold together because it can easily be tacky. Then when I look at her shoes, I think the shoes look really nice. I probably would have just gone with a different shoe, and that's just if I'm nitpicking, honestly. I'm pretty sure some people don't care about that, but I would have went with a skinnier feel, not the bulky heel at the front. I'm also glad that she posted on her social media because now we're able to see the look in a whole nother frame, and I think it looks really good. I think Quad did really good. Toya's in Gucci. Her bracelets and ring are by Cartier. Her shoes are by Tom Ford. Hairstyling is by Q Hardy. Makeup is by George Michael. And her styling is by Craig Jennifer. I've seen a lot of people basically diss Toya on social media, but I actually think she fits the theme, y'all. Y'all don't see the like 1970s feel with the black and gold, the gold pleated skirt piece. Well, it's really a dress, but you know, the gold pleated section on there. I think this definitely fits the 1970s. Her hair is a yes. I like the curl pattern, but I also wonder what the hair would have looked like had she done something like this, but a bit lower with the current curl pattern that she has. I think that would have actually been really cool because I haven't seen nobody really do that lately. The makeup is cool. I understand the gold hoops. It's very simple. It doesn't do too much. I just don't like that open bralette piece underneath the dress. It was not needed. The contrast throws it off. And I also feel like the top can easily look a little funny for some. And I will also say that you just have to see it move. When it moves, it looks different. She's in Brides by Nona. Jewelry is by April. Shoes are by Lucilla. Styling is by Dallas Christopher. Makeup is by Caroline. And styling is by Ryan Christopher. Brides by Nona basically has the win with this dress. I love it. It is an embodiment of the 1970s. The hair is sleek and simple with the middle part that was popular at the time. Caroline did great with the makeup. It almost makes it feel as if I am sitting in the 1970s, giving me that old school feels, but not making it too oldish feeling, but it's fresh. Finally, I just want to tell all the women congratulations on completing an amazing season. So if I'm going to rank the women from best to worst, you know, my preference, I would go in order of Anila, Quad, Toya, Dr. Simone, Heavenly, Jackie, and then Contessa. So Anila will go first because all in all, I think this look is a complete embodiment of the 1970s and Vegas feel. I feel like she really understood the assignment with Quad coming in close with that second place. I think she did really well. I just didn't care for the shoe, and I would have loved to seen a different hairstyle on her, but I think Quad ate as well. Then when it gets to Toya, I know a lot of people came at her, but I think she did well. It's just that underneath, like that bralette, that was not needed at all. I feel like that's what threw the look off and kept her from going in like the top spot. Then when we get to Dr. Simone, I think Dr. Simone is gonna go before Toya. And I say that because she shocked me, you guys. Dr. Simone did really good, especially when you're looking at the other image that she gave us on her social media. It looks completely different. Then when it comes to Toya, she would go fourth. Heavenly would go after them because Heavenly looked really good, but she didn't, well, I won't say she didn't hit the mark, but her 70s feel that she gave didn't compare to the first four. Then it would be Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie looked really good. I just wanted more from her. And Contessa would go last because I had a lot of critiques for her look, and I felt like she had some amazing pieces individually, but they didn't pull together like it should have. So it would be Anila, Quad, Dr. Simone, Toya, Heavenly, Jackie, and then Contessa. But let me know you guys' critiques and who you think was best and worst dressed, and I will see you all really, really soon.